Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, adapted in 4 episodes by Richard Usborne, with Richard Vernon as Lord Emsworth and Ian Carmichael as the Honourable Galahad Threepwood. Episode 1, The Wrath of Lord Tilbury.
In midsummer, one of those real storybook summers, the sun, already hot over Blandings Castle, had just pierced the haze of London. Now it had come down Fleet Street, turned to the right, and entering through an upper window was beaming pleasantly on Lord Tilbury, the short, stumpy founder and proprietor of that vast factory of popular literature, the Mammoth Publishing Company. You might have expected the man behind the Mammoth to beam back at the sun, but the reason he didn't was a brief letter just arrived. For all its brevity, it had ruined Lord Tilbury's day.
Blandings Castle, Shropshire. Dear Sir, enclosed fine cheque for the advance you paid me on those reminiscences of mine. I've been thinking it over, and have decided not to have them published after all. Yours truly, Galahad Threepwood.
Huh! And yet, oddly enough, there were men in England who would have whooped with joy at the sight of that letter. When the news had got about that the Honourable Galahad Threepwood, brother of Lord Emsworth, was engaged in writing the recollections of his colourful career as a young man about town, decorous dukes and steady cabinet ministers, who had once sown wild oats with him, had begun to quiver in their slippers at the thought of what long-coveted skeletons those reminiscences might disclose. But Lord Tilbury knew, and no man better, what big money there was in this type of literature, and it seemed to him that the book could not fail to be the scandalous blockbuster of the year. Little wonder that he mourned, and he was still mourning when his secretary poked her head round his door.
Excuse me, Lord Tilbury.
Yes, what do you want?
Lady Julia Fish to see you, Lord Tilbury. She says her business is personal.
Lady Julia Fish?
You told me you met her in your hotel in Biarritz when you were on holiday.
What? Hotel No, wait. Pass me Debrett's Peerage.
Debrett's Peerage. Here we are.
Yes, now, let me see. Found it. E. Emsworth. Earl of, sons living, brother living, the Honourable Galahad Threepwood, sisters living. Yes. Lady Julia, widow of General Sir Miles Fish, having issue living Ronald. I thought so. She's Galahad's sister. Ask her to come in.
Yes, Lord Tilbury. Lord Tilbury will see you now, Lady Julia.
Well, you're looking very bonny. Biarritz did you good.
Lady Julia.
So this is where you get out all those jolly little papers of yours. I'm impressed. Quite awe-inspiring, all that ritual on the threshold. Admirals of the Swiss Navy making you fill up forms with name, address, fingerprints, and purpose of visit. And small boys in buttons, eyeing you as if anything you say will be used in evidence against you.
What is your business?
The practical note. How stimulating that is. Time is money and all that. Quite. Well, cutting the preamble, I want a job for Ronnie.
Ronnie?
Yes, my son, Ronald. Didn't you meet him in Biarritz? He was there. Small and pink.
I regret...
I know what you're going to say. You're very crowded here. Well, Ronald won't take up too much room, and I shouldn't think he could do any harm to a solidly established concern like this. Surely you could let him mess about at something. Why, Sir Gregory Parslow, our neighbour down in Shropshire, told me you were employing his nephew Monty. And while I would be the last person to claim Ronnie as a mental giant, at least he's brighter than young Monty Bodkin.
But what do you want your son to work here for?
Oh, a pittance. Whatever the dole is you give your slaves.
I mean, why? Has your son shown any aptitude for journalism?
Dear man, no member of my family has ever shown any aptitude for anything, except eating and sleeping.
Then why do you want him to join my staff?
Well, principally to distract his mind.
What?
Well, I suppose in a loose way you could call it a mind. It's like this. The poor half-wit is trying to marry a chorus girl, and it seems to me that if he was safe at Tilbury House, inking his nose and getting bustled about by editors and people, it might take his mind off the tender passion.
I fear you have mistaken the functions of Tilbury House, Lady Julia. We publish newspapers and magazines. We are not a home for the lovelorn.
I see. You sound very stuffy. Not your old merry Biarritz self at all. Something the matter? At Biarritz, you were known as Sunny Jim.
Yes, something is the matter. If you really wish to know, I am scarcely in a frame of mind today to go out of my way to oblige members of your family after what has occurred.
What has occurred?
Your brother Galahad. Now, look at this letter I just had from him.
Oh,
Now, how could he do this? It's monstrous, abominable.
Short, but clear. No wasted words.
He accepted the contract, and now he ought to fulfill it. In all my 30 years of
Odd. My brother Galahad is a man who moves in a mysterious way his wonders to perform. I knew he was writing this book, but I have no notion why he has had this sudden change of heart. But at any rate, my good man, why savage me about it? I'm just an innocent widow woman trying to wangle a cushy job for her only son. Coming back to which, I rather gather that you do not intend to set my Ronnie to punching the clock.
I absolutely and positively refuse to employ your son at Tilbury House in any capacity whatever.
Well, that's a fair answer to a fair question, and seems to close the discussion. Too bad about Gally's little effort. You'll lose a lot of money, won't you? There's a mint in really indiscreet reminiscences of the aristocracy, isn't there? They tell me that Lady Wensleydale's 60 years near the Knuckle in Mayfair sold 100,000 copies. And knowing Gally, I bet he will have started remembering where old Jane Wensleydale left off. Goodbye, Lord Tilbury. So nice to see you again.
The proprietor of Mammoth sat staring before him, his agony too keen to permit him even to reply. But the world's work had to be done. Like a convalescent reaching for his barley water, he stretched out his hand and took up one of the weekly papers which his secretary had placed on his desk for his inspection. It was the current issue of that admirable children's paper, Tiny Tots. But scarcely had he begun to read when his eyes protruded from their sockets, his stout body underwent strong convulsions, and from his parted lips there proceeded a loud snort.
Yes, Lord Tilbury.
Miss Jones, who is editing Tiny Tots now?
The Reverend Aubrey Selleck is officially the editor, Lord Tilbury, but he's away on his holiday now. In his absence, the assistant editor is in charge of the paper, Mr. Montague Bodkin.
Bodkin, that popinjay. Send Mr. Bodkin in here at once.
Yes, Lord Tilbury.
Yes!
Good morning. Want to see me about something?
Come in, Bodkin, shut the door, and don't grin like that. What the devil are you grinning for?
Nice day.
Never mind the day.
Right-ho. Well, have you heard from Uncle Gregory lately?
Never mind your Uncle Gregory.
Right-ho.
And don't say right-ho.
Right-ho.
Here, now read this.
Oh, well, do you want me to read it aloud to you?
Yes, here, where I'm pointing.
Oh. Yes, Uncle Wogley. Oh, right-ho.
Will you stop saying right-ho?
Well, yes, sorry. Right, here goes then. Uncle Wogley to his chicks. Well, chickabiddies, how are you all? This week, your Uncle Wogley is going to put you onto a good thing. We all want to make a spot of money in these hard times, don't we? Well, here's the lowdown straight from the horse's mouth. All you have to do is to get hold of some mug and lure him into betting that a quart whiskey bottle holds no more than a quart of whiskey. Sounds rummy, what? Well, listen. First you fill the bottle, that gives you a quart. Then you shove the cork in, and then, follow me closely here, then you turn the bottle upside down, and you'll find there's a sort of bulging in part at the bottom. Well, slosh some whiskey into that, and there you are. Because the bot is now holding more than a quart, you scoop the stakes.
What the devil do you mean, you wretched imbecile, by putting that sort of stuff in Tiny Tots?
You don't like it?
How do you suppose the mothers who read that drivel to their children will feel?
Yeah, in a wrong tone, do you think?
Mugs, betting, whiskey. You have probably lost us 10,000 subscribers.
I say, that never occurred to me. By Jove, I see what you mean now. May quite easily cause alarm and despondency. Yes, to be sure. That's an unfortunate slip, what? Well, I can only say I'm sorry.
You can not only say you're sorry, you can go to the cashier, draw a month's salary, get the blazes out of here, and never let me see your face in the building again!
But, this sounds like the sack. Don't tell me that what you're hinting at is the sack.
Get out!
Reflect, Lord Tilbury. Uncle Gregory won't like this. He takes all the trouble to get me the job, I mean to say, and now this happens. Now, don't deceive yourself. Uncle Gregory will be vexed.
Get out!
You will not reconsider?
No!
You are not to be moved?
No!
Oh. Right-ho. Well, now we know where we are. Since you have no heart, no sympathy, no feeling, no bowels, of compassion, I mean, I have no alternative but to shove off. I've only two things to say to you. One is that you have ruined a man's life. The other is... Pip-pip.
A month's salary in his pocket, chagrin in his heart, and in his soul that urgent desire for a quick one, which comes to young men at times like this, Monty Bodkin found himself some 20 minutes later in the smoking room of the Drones Club. And there, by chance, was his old friend Hugo Carmody.
I say, Monty, drinking lizard's breath before lunch? Who's the other one for?
Me.
Oh, anything wrong?
Yes, Hugo. I've just been given the boot by Lord Blast-His-Eyes Tilbury, turfed out and driven into the snow. That's life, I suppose.
Tough. Still, what do you want with a job? You're rolling in money.
Money's got nothing to do with it.
No?
Yeah. You know Gertrude Butterwick?
Can't say I do.
A splendid girl. I'm sort of engaged to her.
Sort of.
Well, you see, she has a very starchy male parent, and she does what he tells her. And he tells her that she can't marry an idle fop. His very words for me, but stressing the idle. So, he said that if I can earn a salary for a whole year, 52 weeks, I can ask for his daughter's hand. I begged Gertrude to jam her hat on and come round to the nearest registrar's, but she says no. So, I must go out and work for a year, damn it. I ask you.
And that's why you were working for Lord Tilbury?
Correct.
Oh.
My uncle, Sir Gregory Parslow, persuaded the little tin pot Napoleon to give me a desk, a job, and a weekly envelope.
Parslow, that's the man at Matchingham Hall, near Blandings. I've been down at Blandings all the summer. Lord Emsworth's secretary. Nice, soft job. I've chucked it now.
Well, I know Blandings. When I was a kid staying at Matchingham, I was always popping over there. How is the ninth Earl these days?
Mild, dreamy, absent-minded sort of old bird. Talks about nothing but pigs.
Pigs, eh?
His Empress of Blandings won the silver medal in the fat pigs class at last year's Shrewsbury Agricultural Show, and she is confidently expected to repeat this year. This gives the old man's conversation a porcine trend.
Yeah, wait a minute. Let's get this straight. You say you were Lord Emsworth's secretary?
Yes.
And you've been fired?
No, I've not been fired. I've resigned. If you really want to know, I got engaged to his lordship's niece.
When did you leave?
Oh, day before yesterday.
Anybody been engaged to take your place?
Not that I know of.
Hugo! I'm going to get that job.
What?
I can get a phone, straight off, to my Uncle Gregory Parslow to snaffle it for me without delay.
No, I shouldn't count too much on Sir G. Parslow getting you jobs with old Emsworth. Relations between Blandings Castle and Matchingham Hall are a bit strange just at the moment. Lord Emsworth has a fixed idea that your uncle is plotting to nobble Empress of Blandings.
What? Why?
Oh, he's got it all worked out. Your uncle owns a pig called Pride of Matchingham, and with the Empress out of the way, she would probably cop the silver medal of the show, so I don't think I'd rely too much on Sir Gregory's pull if I were you.
Oh. Stop, there's no harm in trying.
Oh, have a shot at it by all means. Oh, but there's just one thing, if you do go to Blandings. You'll find the second prettiest girl in England there. Keep well away is my advice.
Eh?
Ronnie's fiancée. They're both at the castle, and if you exhibit too much enthusiasm about her, he is extremely apt to strangle you with his bare hands. Personally, I regard jealousy as a mug's game, but Ronnie belongs more to the Othello or green-eyed monster school of thought.
Well, who's the lucky girl?
Her name's Sue Brown.
What? You don't mean the Sue Brown who was in the chorus at the Regal?
That's the one! You seem to know her.
No, certainly I know her. I haven't seen her for a couple of years, but at one time... That's one of the sweetest things on earth, young Sue. You don't often come across such a ripper.
Precisely the spirit against which I am warning you. Just the very tone you would do well to avoid.
Yeah.
It's an excellent thing your chances of getting to Blandings are so remote. I should hate to read in my morning paper that your swollen body had been found floating in the lake. Well, I can't stay gassing. Must go. Good luck, old thing.
Toodle, floating in the lake. What bilge. Waiter.
Yes, sir?
Will you ask the telephone girl to get me a personal call to Sir Gregory Parslow, Matchingham, Shropshire 123.
Yes, sir.
Some 24 hours later, an observant bird winging its way over Shropshire, would have noticed below a couple standing near a red two-seater car in the stable yard of Blandings Castle. And narrowing its gaze and shading its eye with a claw, it would have seen that one of the pair was a small, sturdy young man of pink complexion, the other an extremely pretty girl. Ronald Fish was saying goodbye to his fiancée, Sue Brown, before driving off to the next county to be best man at the wedding of his cousin George.
Darling Sue, I shall miss you.
Oh, hurry back, won't you, Ronnie, dear? I get scared without you in this place. It makes me feel like a puppy that's got into a cathedral.
I suppose it's a fairly decent-sized shack, but there's nothing about it to scare anybody.
There is if you were born and brought up in a villa in the suburbs.
Sue, you've gone like a breeze here. Uncle Clarence likes you. Uncle Galahad loves you. Butler Beach is one of your warmest admirers. Damn it, even that little blighter Pilbeam.
Ronnie.
I'm sorry, Sue. I get jealous of anybody who even looks at you. Oh, I hate being so short. But it does mean I can kiss you on the level.
You're just the right height.
And I'm pink.
My favourite colour. You're a precious little pink cherub, and I love you.
You really do?
Of course I do.
But suppose you changed your mind.
You are a chump, Ronnie.
I know I'm a chump, but I still say, suppose you change your mind.
It's much more likely you'll change yours.
What?
Suppose when your mother arrives, she talks you over.
What absolute rot.
I don't imagine she will approve of me.
Of course she'll approve of you.
Lady Constance doesn't.
Listen, if Aunt Constance tries to come the old aristocrat over you while I'm away, punch her in the eye. Don't put up with any of her pursed lips and lorgnette stuff. Now, your job while I'm away, Sue, is to work on Uncle Clarence, to get him to slip me my money so that we can get married. Use every feminine wile to fascinate the old boy. Keep surging round him like glue. Talk to him about pigs. Well, darling, I must be off.
Oh.
Goodbye. Chin up. Till tomorrow.
God bless Ronnie, darling. Drive carefully.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, darling.
In a little meadow beyond the gardens, at the spot where of all his thousands of acres he was happiest, stood the 9th Earl of Emsworth, draped bonelessly over the rail of the boudoir of his prize pig, the Empress of Blandings. His eyes were beaming with the light of holy devotion. With him was the Empress's caretaker and caterer, Pirbright.
What a picture, Pirbright, what a picture. How many feeds are you giving her these days?
4, my lord, and 5 if she asks for more.
She's bound to win again at Shrewsbury. Can't help herself looking like that.
Yeah, my lord.
Unless, do you think she's safe enough in this style, Pirbright? I feel we ought to move her to that new one, perhaps, nearer your cottage, so that at night...
Clarence!
Connie, my dear. You are just in time to give me your advice. I was saying to Pirbright...
Never mind what you were saying to Pirbright.
Good day, milady. Good day.
Do you know what time it is, Clarence?
No?
Nearly 1, and we have people coming to luncheon. Have you forgotten?
Yes. Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Lunch, to be sure. Yes, lunch. You think I ought to come in and wash my hands?
And your face. And change those clothes. And those shoes. And put on a clean collar. Really, Clarence, you're as much trouble as a baby. Why you want to waste your time staring at a beastly pig, I can't imagine. Now, come along.
All right. I'll come in with you. Nice girl.
What are you talking about, Clarence? Who's a nice girl?
That little girl of Ronald's. I've forgotten her name. Smith, is it?
Brown.
Oh, that's it, Brown. She likes pigs. Nice girl.
You're entitled to your opinion, I suppose. And while we're on the painful subject of Miss Brown, I had a letter from Julia this morning.
Did you? Capital. Julia who?
Julia! There's only one Julia in this family. Your sister, my sister, Julia.
Oh, you mean Julia? She's at Biarritz.
She's in London, and she's coming here tomorrow.
Why?
Well, really, Clarence, does it strike you as so odd that a mother whose only son has announced his intention of marrying a ballet girl would wish at least to see her?
Not a ballet girl, chorus girl, I understood.
It's the same thing.
Well, I don't think so. I must ask Galahad. Don't you like this Smith girl?
Brown. No, I do not.
Don't you want her to marry Ronald?
I would have thought I had made my views on that sufficiently clear. I think the whole thing deplorable. I'm not a snob,
but you are.
Well, if it's snobbish to prefer your nephew to marry in his own class...
Galahad would have married her mother 30 years ago, if father hadn't shipped him off to South Africa.
Galahad was and is capable of anything.
I can remember her mother. Galahad took me to the Tivoli once, and she was singing there. Dolly Henderson, her name was. A little thing in pink tights with the jolliest smile you ever saw. The gallery sang the chorus of her songs. One of them, how did it go? Tum, tum, tum-ti-tum, or was it um-ti-tiddly-tiddly-pom?
Now, never mind how it went. I just wish, and Julia wishes, that this Dolly Henderson had never had a daughter.
Well, I like her. A very sweet, pretty, nice-mannered little thing, and very sound on pigs. She asks me about the Empress, and she listens when I tell her. I was saying to young Pilbeam only yesterday...
Pilbeam? Who is that odd-looking bounder with corrugated hair and a horrible moustache? And why is he here?
He's an investigator, a detective from London, the Argus Private Inquiry Agency.
Chorus girls, detectives. I wonder you don't invite a few sandwich board men here.
Sandwich board men? I don't know any.
Well, is one permitted to ask what a detective is doing as a guest at Blandings Castle?
He's here to keep an eye on my pig, the Empress. It was Galahad's idea. Someone tried to kidnap her the other day. A rival pig owner. I name no names. I mean Gregory Parslow over there at Matchingham. We must all be on the alert. Pilbeam, Pirbright, me, you...
You're a perfect imbecile about Sir Gregory. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. So ought Galahad. You're behaving like a couple of half-witted children. I hate this idiotic quarrelling. If there's one thing that's detestable in the country, it's being on bad terms with neighbours.
I don't care on how bad terms I am with Parslow.
Well, I do. And that's why I was glad to oblige when Sir Gregory rang me up about his nephew this morning.
Nephew? What nephew?
Young Montague Bodkin. You ought to remember him. He was here often enough as a boy, friend of Ronald's then.
Bodkin?
Oh, for pity's sake, Clarence, don't keep saying Bodkin as if you were a parrot. The point is that Sir Gregory asked me as a personal favour to engage him as your secretary.
Well, I'm dashed. I really am dashed. The man Parslow tries to steal my pig, and now he has the nerve...
And I said I would be delighted for you to have Mr. Bodkin as your secretary.
What?
I said I would be delighted. So it's all arranged. He comes down tomorrow.
You mean you're letting a nephew of Parslow's loose in the castle with only 2 weeks to go before the Shrewsbury show?
He arrives tomorrow by the 2:45 train. Now go and change. And, Clarence, don't forget to wash your hands.
Lady Constance swept into the house and left Lord Emsworth standing. But not for long. Washing his hands could wait. He needed help. He hurried towards the lawn where his brother, Galahad, whisky and soda in hand, was reclining in his deck chair.
Galahad.
Good God, Clarence, you look like a bereaved tapeworm. What's the matter?
Galahad, the worst has happened.
Eh?
Parslow has struck. He has been too clever for us. He has got round Connie and persuaded her to engage his nephew, Montague Bodkin, as my secretary.
Well.
Connie told me so only a moment ago. You see what this means? Parslow is determined to work some mischief on the Empress, and now he has contrived to insinuate an accomplice into the very heart of the home.
Young Monty Bodkin?
Yes.
Strange. I remember Monty Bodkin as a nice boy, not at all the sort of fellow who would nobble pigs. Now, wait a minute, Clarence. This wants thinking over.
You think I'm wrong?
Yes, Clarence, I do. Parslow isn't planning to strike through him at all.
But Galahad...
No, you take it from me. The thing's much too obvious. Not young Parslow's proper form at all. Now, reason it out. He must know that we would suspect a nephew of his. Then why is it worthwhile to get him into the place? Shall I tell you, Clarence?
Do.
Because he wants us to suspect him.
Wants us to suspect him?
Wants us to. He hopes by introducing Monty Bodkin into the place to get us watching him, keeping our eyes glued to him, so that when the real accomplice acts, we shall be looking in the wrong direction.
Bless my soul.
From now on, Clarence, you mustn't loaf about the Empress openly. You must conceal yourself in the background, and you must instruct your pigman, Pirbright, to conceal himself in the background. This fellow will think our vigilance has been relaxed, and we shall catch him red-handed.
You have taken a great weight off my mind, Galahad. The only mistake I think you make is in supposing that this young Bodkin is harmless. I am convinced that he will require watching.
Well, watch him then, if it'll make you any happier.
It will. And meanwhile, I will be giving Pirbright his instructions.
Tell him to lurk.
Exactly.
Some rude disguise, such as a tree or a pail of potato peel, would help.
I don't think Pirbright could disguise himself as a tree.
Nonsense. What do you pay him for? Well, anyway, tell him to lurk.
Oh, he shall certainly lurk. By the way, Galahad, is a chorus girl the same as a ballet girl?
Certainly not. Different thing altogether.
I thought so. Connie's an arse. I'd better go into the house and get changed.
Good afternoon, Lord Emsworth.
Oh, good afternoon, Miss... Miss,
Hello, young Sue. Come and talk to me. I'm bored.
You're looking very comfortable, Gally.
Well, what have you been doing with yourself all morning, young Sue?
I was talking to my precious Ronnie most of the time.
Ah.
He's gone off now to a wedding near Cheltenham, back tomorrow. He told me to go and talk pig to Lord Emsworth and fascinate him, so that he'll unbelt Ronnie's money, and then we can go and get married. I saw Lady Constance with him, so I kept away. And then I came to see you.
Clarence has got the wind up, poor chap, about that pig of his. He thinks Parslow is trying to put it on the spot or kidnap it. Apparently, Connie has gone and engaged Parslow's nephew as Clarence's secretary, and Clarence thinks it's a plot. Personally, as I told him, I think Parslow is using young Monty Bodkin as a cat's paw.
Monty Bodkin?
The nephew. I'm convinced from what I remember of him that he isn't their sort of a fellow.
Oh, Gally! Monty Bodkin coming here?
My dear child, what is the matter with you?
Monty! And darling Ronnie's so jealous. Gally. I used to be engaged to Monty.
Engaged to Monty Bodkin? Good God. When was that?
2 years ago, 2.5, 3. Before I met Ronnie. Oh, dear, you know how jealous he is. We can't help it, poor darling. It's just the way he is. He makes himself miserable about nothing, so what will he do when Monty arrives? Oh, I know Monty so well. He'll come bounding in, all hearty and bubbling, and start talking of old times. I say, Sue, old girl, do you remember? It'll drive Ronnie crazy.
I see what you mean. Their touch of Auld Lang Syne is disturbing.
Ronnie won't kick up a fuss. He'll just get very stiff and cold and polite, and suffer in a sort of awful Eton and Cambridge silence. And nothing I can do will make him any better.
You're sure you're really in love with this young fish?
Oh, I wish you wouldn't call him that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but you are?
There's nobody in the world for me except Ronnie.
Well, it's quite simple.
Simple?
Listen, Ronnie won't be back tomorrow till the evening. Now, you must run up to London tomorrow early and tell Monty how the land lies. Tell him that when he comes here, he must meet you as a perfect stranger. Tell him why. I wouldn't call Monty Bodkin particularly bright, but he ought to be able to handle a thing like that if you tell him exactly what he's got to do.
Darling Gally, you're wonderful.
You know where to find him in London?
He's sure to be at the Drones.
Then all is well. You'll be in London about noon. Catch the 2:45 back.
Right.
Gives you nearly 3 hours to square things with Monty and back in time to dress for dinner.
Oh, it'll work. Oh, bless you, Gally, darling.
Why on earth you worry about such things when you know you've got an expert like me behind you, I cannot imagine. It's a pity about Ronald, though. That disposition of his to make heavy weather. Silly to be jealous. He ought to realize by this time that you love him. Goodness knows why.
I know why.
I don't. Fella's a perfect ass.
He's not.
My dear child, if a man who doesn't know that he can trust you isn't a perfect ass, what sort of an ass is he?
In episode 1 of Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, Lord Emsworth was played by Richard Vernon and the Honourable Galahad Threepwood by Ian Carmichael. Lady Constance was Elizabeth Spriggs, Lady Julia Josephine Tewson, Lord Tilbury John Savardant, Monty Bodkin Royce Mills, Hugo Carmody Jeremy Nicholas, Ronnie Fish Charles Collingwood, Sue Brown Moya Leslie, Purbright Norman Bird, Secretary Joanna Mackey, and the narrator was Murray Watson. Heavy Weather was adapted for radio by Richard Usborne and produced by Martin Fisher. Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, adapted in 4 episodes by Richard Usborne, with Richard Vernon as Lord Emsworth and Ian Carmichael as the Honourable Galahad Threepwood. Episode 2, Lady Julia enters the fray.
A bombshell has rocked Blandings Castle. Lord Emsworth's sister, Lady Constance, has signed on Monty Bodkin, nephew of their neighbour Sir Gregory Parslow, as his new secretary. Lord Emsworth is greatly agitated. It can only mean that Sir Gregory is plotting to nobble his prize-winning pig, the Empress of Blandings. The news is just as devastating to pretty London chorus girl Sue Brown, engaged to Lord Emsworth's nephew, Ronnie Fish. Sue had once briefly been engaged to Monty Bodkin, and Ronnie must never know this. What's more, Ronnie's mother, Lady Julia, is determined that Ronnie shall not marry a chorus girl. So while Ronnie is away at a family wedding, Sue has raced up to London, and over lunch at the Berkeley, she has warned Monty that he mustn't say anything about having even known her before, let alone about having been engaged to her.
My dear old soul, say no more. I understand everything. On arrival at Blandings, I will treat you with distant civility.
We shall be perfect strangers.
Perfect strangers, right. Life is rummy, you know. You can't get away from that. Take a single instance. Here are you and I, face to face across this table, lunching together like the Dickens, precisely as we used to do, and you are contemplating getting hitched up to our fish, while I am heart and soul going for an early union with G. Butterwick.
What?
G for Gertrude, B for Blister, U for ukulele, and so on. Gertrude Butterwick.
You mean you're engaged too?
Well, yes. And no. Well, at the moment, I am, as it were, on apro.
There are snags?
Yes. One very sizable, jagged snag in the course of true love, viz. Her blighted father, J.G. Butterwick of Butterwick, Price and Mandelbaum, export and import merchants.
Oh, Monty, I'm so sorry. Doesn't he like you?
Well, I wouldn't say that exactly. On 2 separate occasions he has said good morning to me, and once round about Christmas time I received a distinct impression that he was within an ace of offering me a cigar. But he's a queer bird. For some reason I can't understand, he appears to look on me as a sort of waster. He knows I've got plenty in the bank, enough for 2 and for a flock of children, if you like. But he insists that unless I have a job of some sort and hold it down for a solid year, those wedding bells will never ring out.
Well, I do hope you come out all right, Monty.
Ah, thanks, old thing. So, here's to a pleasant and successful year with a wedding at the end of it. When do you and Ronnie plan to leap off the dock?
Well, Lord Emsworth, who's Ronnie's trustee, must let him have his money first.
Any opposition from the family?
Monty, what's Ronnie's mother really like?
Well, haven't you met her yet?
No, she's been in Biarritz.
Well, I'll tell you. Many people would say she's a genial soul.
That's what Ronnie said.
I tell you this much. When I was a kid, I was far more scared of her than I was of Lady Constance. Still, don't let me take the joy out of your life. For all we know, she may be at this very moment practising Oh Perfect Love on the harmonium. And now, I don't want to hurry you, Sue, but the sands are running out a bit. My train goes at 2:45.
You're going to Blandings today by the 2:45?
That's right.
I'm going back on the 2:45.
That's fine. We'll travel together.
But we mustn't travel together.
Why not? Well, nobody's going to see us. Pleasant chit-chat as far as Market Blandings, and cold aloofness from there on is the programme as I see it. But I have got to nip back to my flat to pick up my things.
Well, there's not much time. You'll have to hurry. Don't worry about me. I'll go ahead and be on the train.
Right-ho, Sue. Just as you say.
Sue got to the train comfortably, and it was as the hands of the big clock at Paddington Station were pointing to 2:40 that Lady Julia Fish made her way through the crowd, heading for the same train. Her progress was rendered impressive by the fact that the station master, 2 porters, and a boy selling oranges revolved round her like satellites round the sun. She took a corner seat in an empty first-class carriage. And with the train just moving off, something that seemed to have 6 legs shot in, tripped over her, and collapsed with 2 suitcases into the opposite seat.
You? I ran that too fine. I'm most awfully sorry.
Oh, I'm quite all right, Mr. Bodkin. I'm sorry I was in your way.
Gosh.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, well, hello, Lady Julia. Fancy running into you.
Over me would be a better way of putting it. I felt like some unfortunate Hindu beneath the wheels of a juggernaut.
Ooh.
And where are you bound for, Mr. Bodkin?
Market Blandings.
You are going to stay with your uncle at Matchingham?
Oh, no, I'm booked for the castle. Lord Emsworth has taken me on as his new secretary.
How very odd. I thought you were working for Lord Tilbury.
No, I resigned.
Resigned? What made you resign?
Oh, various things. There are wheels within wheels. Tell me, how are things at Blandings?
I think you'd better prepare yourself for a shock, Mr. Bodkin. Ronnie is at Blandings, and with him a chorus girl of the name of Brown, whom he proposes to marry.
No.
I assure you. A chorus girl named Sue Brown. You don't know her by any chance?
No. Oh, no. No.
I thought you possibly might. Very trying for a parent, don't you agree, Mr. Bodkin?
Oh, most.
Still, I suppose it might have been worse. There is a rather consoling ring about that name, I mean. Sue Brown doesn't sound like the sort of girl who will bring breach of promise actions when the thing is broken off.
Broken off? Is Ronnie thinking of breaking it off?
No, but I am.
Oh. Well, it might be a bit difficult for you, what? Hey, Ronnie's a pretty determined sort of chap.
He inherits it from his mother.
In the silence that followed, Lady Julia turned and was looking out of the window at the passing London suburbs when Sue entered the carriage. She was about to congratulate Monty on his abilities as a sprinter when she saw on his face so blank, so icy a stare of non-recognition that she sank bewildered onto the cushions while Monty tried desperately to signal what the situation was.
Nice and green the country's looking, Lady Julia.
Very, considering that there's been no rain for such a long time, I hear.
I should think that Ronnie must be enjoying the green of the countryside at Blandings Castle. He likes it green.
I beg your pardon. Are you Lady Julia Fish?
I am.
My name's Sue Brown.
Well. Fancy that. Quite a coincidence, Mr. Bodkin.
Oh, quite. Most.
We were just talking about you, Miss Brown. I am losing a son and gaining a daughter, and you're the daughter, eh?
Yes, Lady Julia.
Yes, I recognize you. Ronnie sent me a photograph of you, you know. I thought it charming. Well, you must tell me all about yourself. We will get rid of Mr. Bodkin. By the way, you did tell me, Mr. Bodkin, that you had not met Miss Brown?
Definitely not. Well, certainly not. Far from it. Not at all.
Oh, don't speak in that tone of horrified loathing, Mr. Bodkin. I am sure Miss Brown is a very nice girl, well worthy of your acquaintance. At any rate, you've met her now. Mr. Bodkin, this is Miss Brown.
How do you do?
How do you do, Mr. Bodkin?
Mr. Bodkin is coming to Blandings as my brother's secretary.
Fancy.
And now run along and look at the green countryside, Mr. Bodkin. Miss Brown and I want to have a long talk about all sorts of things.
I'll go and have a smoke.
Do.
Monty sat in his smoking compartment, well pleased with himself. Another half-second and Sue would have spilled the beans, but he had cleverly averted disaster. He closed his eyes contentedly and soon dropped off into a refreshing sleep. He was woken half an hour later when Sue came in from the corridor.
Oh, Sue, interview over?
Yes.
I say, I did that distant aloofness stuff rather well, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
What do you mean, oh, yes, it was genius. You seem a shade dispirited there. Didn't it go well? What happened?
Oh, we talked.
And wasn't she chummy?
She was quite nice.
I know what that means. Rotten. You got the impression that she was simply waiting till your back was turned to stick a knife into it.
Perhaps.
I don't mind telling you, just before you came into our carriage, she was saying that she was jolly well going to break the whole thing off between you and Ronnie.
Oh.
Of course she hasn't got a dog's chance. There are few more resolute birds than Ronnie. Nobody could talk him out of prancing up the aisle with a girl he loves.
No.
Yes, so don't worry, old girl. And now, pardon the suggestion, wouldn't it be as well if you shoved off? Suppose she happened to come along and found us hobnobbing like this.
Oh, I never thought about that.
Always think of everything, young Sue.
I will. I will.
An hour after the 3 train travellers had been safely delivered to Blandings Castle, Ronnie got back from his cousin George's wedding, with Mendelssohn's well-known march in his ears, and love for Sue glowing in his heart. As he raced upstairs, the clock hands were pointing to 10 to 8. It was his pride that he could shave, bath, and dress for dinner in 9 1/4 minutes. And sure enough, he was down in the drawing room with half a minute to spare.
Oh, hello, Beach. I say, what about the cocktails?
Good evening, Mr. Ronald. I was planning to serve them when the guests arrived.
Guests? Are there people coming to dinner?
Yes, sir. We shall sit down 24.
Good Lord, a binge. I must go and put on a white tie.
There's plenty of time, Mr. Ronald. Dinner will not be served this evening till 9 o'clock. Perhaps you would like me to serve you an aperitif in advance of the formal cocktails?
Yes, Beach. A quick one, and a strong one. I'm dying by inches.
I will attend to the matter immediately, sir.
How many guests are there tonight?
16 from the county and 8 in residence, sir.
8?
His lordship, her ladyship, Mr. Galahad, yourself, Miss Brown, Mr. Pilbeam.
What? That ghastly detective chap still here?
Yes, sir. Keeping an eye on his lordship's pig, I understand. Your drink, sir.
Ah, thanks. Who else?
There is also Mr. Bodkin, sir.
Bodkin?
Mr. Bodkin has been appointed to be his lordship's secretary.
Odd. What does Monty want, sweating as a secretary? He's got about 15,000 a year of his own.
Indeed, sir.
Rummy. Well, that's 7. Who's your 8th?
I was assuming, Mr. Ronald, that you knew that her ladyship, your mother, arrived this evening from London.
Good Lord. Where is she, Beach?
In the garden room, sir.
Well, I think you'd better send a maid to tell her I'm here.
I will do so immediately, Mr. Ronald.
But first, mix me another cocktail, Beach. Make it a strong one this time.
Ah, Ronnie!
Hello, Mother.
Well.
Here you are, what?
Yes?
Nice journey?
Quite.
When did you leave Biarritz?
3 days ago.
Ah. Well, we got old George off all right today.
George?
Cousin George. I was best manning at his wedding.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. Did everything go off well? Family pleased, I suppose?
Oh, delighted.
Well, they would be, wouldn't they? Seeing that George was marrying a girl of excellent position with 10,000 a year of her own.
Humph.
Yes, Ronnie, you may well say, humph. Really, you ought to be certified.
Oh.
Why do all you young fools want to marry chorus girls? It's a disease, it really is. Just like measles or whooping cough. Apparently all young men have to go through it. And now it's you, Ronnie.
There's a lot to be said for chorus girls.
Not in my presence.
When you get one like Sue.
No, Ronnie. I regard the entire personnel of the ensemble of our musical comedy theatres as painted hussies.
They've got to paint.
Well, they needn't huzz.
Wait till you've met Sue.
I have met her, thanks.
You'll find that you... What?
She was on the train, and she introduced herself. Hasn't she told you?
I haven't seen her yet. What was she doing on the train?
Returning here from London.
Today? I didn't know she was going up to London today.
So I imagine. If you really want to know, I saw her and young Monty Bodkin lunching together at the Berkeley. And I found them again on the train.
Monty Bodkin?
And on the train, they had the effrontery to pretend they had never met before.
She was lunching with Monty?
Lunching with Monty and ogling Monty.
Oh.
Now, do have some sense, Ronnie. 2 days ago, Monty was in a job with Lord Tilbury in London, and he's here today to be your uncle's secretary.
Oh.
Why is he here? Obviously, this girl wants him here, and has arranged for him to be here. I mean, if there was nothing underhand going on, why should they have pretended they were perfect strangers? Well, you can see now why I am not dancing around and strewing roses out of a hat. You will not marry Sue Brown.
Mother! Oh, hello, Aunt Constance.
Ronnie, you're improperly dressed. Go and put on a white tie at once. We have a dinner party tonight.
I know, Aunt Constance. I was going to change it.
And a tailcoat.
Oh, really, Aunt Constance?
Ronald seems upset.
It runs in the family.
What was the trouble?
I've just been telling him he's off his head.
I quite agree with you.
And I should like now to apply the same remark to you.
Me?
Constance, what do you mean by inviting that girl to Blandings?
I didn't invite her, Julia. She wormed her way into the place to pursue Ronald. Then Galahad met her, liked her, and stood up for her.
Why didn't you throw her out?
I was compelled to let her stay.
Why?
Oh, Clarence.
Huh?
Go away. No, Clarence. What's that thing in your shirt front?
It's a paper fastener. One of those clip things you use for fastening papers. I lost my stud. Dashed inconvenient things. Their heads come off. You screw them off, and then you put them in, and then you screw them on.
Well, go straight to your room and screw on another.
I can't. I swallowed it.
Wait here. Mr. Bodkin is sure to have dozens of spare studs. If you dare move till I come back...
Connie fusses so, doesn't she, Julia?
Clarence, pull yourself together, try to concentrate, and tell me about this Miss Brown.
Miss who?
Miss Brown.
Never heard of her.
Don't gibber, Clarence. Miss Sue Brown.
Oh, Miss Brown. Yes, of course. Yes, Miss Brown, to be sure. Yes, nice girl. She's going to marry Ronald.
Is she? That's a debatable point.
Yes, it's all settled. I'm giving him his money, and they're going to get married.
Clarence, a chorus girl. How is it that everyone in this madhouse seems to have accepted it, that Ronnie should be marrying a girl like that? Why didn't you turn her out?
Turn her out? We couldn't.
Why not?
Well, naturally. Galahad wouldn't have liked it.
Galahad?
That's right, Galahad.
Is everybody crazy?
Clarence?
Oh, it's you again, Connie. Well, what is it now?
Listen, Clarence, and follow me carefully. Mr. Bodkin has spare shirt studs. Mr. Bodkin is in the north room. You know where the north room is? First floor, down passage, to the right at the landing. You know which your right hand is?
Well,
very well. Go immediately to the north room, and there you will find Mr. Bodkin. But he has studs, and will fit them into your shirt.
I'm dashed if I'm going to have my secretary dressing me like a nursemaid.
If you think with 16 people coming to dinner I'm going to trust you to put the studs in yourself...
Oh, all right. Not a fuss for nothing.
Constance, just before you came in, Clarence told me that the reason why this brown girl was allowed to stay on at the castle was that Galahad wished it.
Yes.
Oh, tell me, if it's not troubling you too much, how exactly does Galahad come into the thing at all? I mean, what is this girl to him?
Do you remember years ago Galahad getting entangled with a woman named Henderson? A music hall singer.
Vividly. Well?
This girl is her daughter.
I see. Galahad's daughter too?
I believe not, but that explains his interest in her.
All right. Very touching, no doubt. But why does everybody seem to be treating Galahad as if his word were law? Why is he in a position to dictate?
The whole thing turns on whether Clarence lets Ronald have his money or not. If he does, Ronald can defy us all and get married.
Well?
Galahad was clever enough to see that, so he made a bargain. You know those abominable reminiscences that he's been writing, full of scandalous stories about people we know, and Galahad knew when he was young, Sir Gregory Parslow of Matchingham for one. Well, Galahad said that if Clarence gave Ronald his money, he, Galahad, would suppress the book, not publish it. It's sheer blackmail, of course, but there's nothing to be done. If that book is published, it will ruin the reputations of half the best people in England.
Whatever the effect of Galahad's literary efforts on the peace of mind of the governing classes, I certainly do not intend to buy him off at the price of having Ronnie marry any Miss Brown.
You don't mean you're going to try to stop this marriage?
I most certainly am. And now, if you'll excuse me, Connie, I'm going to take a short stroll on the terrace in the faint hope of cooling off. I feel so incandescent that I'm apt to burst into spontaneous flame at any moment.
You rang, my lady?
Yes, Beach. I want you to telephone at once to Sir Gregory Parslow at Matchingham and tell him I want to see him immediately. Say it's most important. Ask him to hurry over so as to get here before the other guests arrive and show him into the library when he comes.
Yes, my lady.
So that's the dreadful situation, Sir Gregory. I know Julia so well. She's entirely self-centred. She will stop this marriage, and then Galahad will have no reason to suppress his awful book.
Then we will be right back where we started. I wish now I hadn't called off that private investigator fellow I got down from London to steal the manuscript.
Pilbeam? But he's still here.
Still here?
Yes. Clarence has hired him to protect that beastly pig of his till the Shrewsbury Agricultural Show next week.
Then I see the answer. The whole thing's simple. Pilbeam must go ahead as originally planned and get hold of the manuscript. Then we'll destroy it.
Wonderful. I know where Galahad keeps it. He's always taking it out and adding bits to it.
Then we're all right. We must alert Pilbeam. You can rely on him. There isn't a smarter young fellow in London for that sort of thing. Let's put the matter in hand without delay.
And what about the two young lovers? Well, Ronnie had hardly said a word to Sue at dinner the night before, and this morning he had driven his mother to Shrewsbury. Sue couldn't understand it, and her mood was dark and overcast in keeping with the weather. The heat wave seemed to be working up towards a thunderstorm. Forlornly, she climbed the stairs of the tower to the battlements of the castle. She was hating the weather, hating Blandings, hating Shropshire. But then she saw a familiar figure on the path below her. It was Monty. He looked up, waved his hat to her, and climbed the stairs to join her.
God! Oh, what a day. You been here long, Sue?
About an hour.
It must be 15 years since I was last on this roof. I smoked my first cigar behind that buttress, and slightly to the left is the spot where I was sick. You see that chimney stack?
Yes.
I once watched old Gally chase Ronnie 27 times round that with a riding crop. He'd been putting tin tacks on Gally's chair. Where is Ronnie, by the way?
His mother asked him to take her to Shrewsbury to do some shopping. Considering that she was in Biarritz for 3 months, and then in Paris, and after that in London, it seems odd that she should wait to do her shopping in Shrewsbury.
A cunning strategy to keep him away from you.
If so, she needn't have bothered. He's been keeping out of my way since he got back yesterday. He's avoiding me. He's quite different. If we'd been alone even for a moment, he's been cold, stiff and formal. Horribly, disgustingly polite.
I say, this doesn't sound so good. Now, I came up here really hoping to pour out my troubles to you, but obviously your need is greater than mine.
Are you in trouble too?
Trouble? For some reason that I'm unable to fathom, I don't seem to have made a hit with my employer.
Oh?
Yes, the old blighter bites at me. He views me with concern and dogs my footsteps.
Does what?
Dogs my footsteps. I'll give you an instance. Yesterday afternoon, I'd gone down to the pig bin to chirrup to that pig of his and establish cordial relations, and as I approached the animal's lair, I caught sight of Lord Emsworth himself peering at me from behind a tree, his face alight with mistrust. Isn't that dogging? Dogging with intent, I'd call it.
How strange.
You may say that an earl on his own ground has a perfect right to hide behind trees and glare at his secretary's butt. I contend that an earl who hides behind trees today is an earl who intends to apply the order of the boot tomorrow.
Why not ask Ronnie to ask Lord Emsworth tactfully what the trouble is?
No, not Ronnie. Now, there's another mystery. You say Ronnie is being cold and aloof to you. He's being cold and aloof to me, too. Sniffy as damn it. Why? Great Scott! Sue, you don't suppose Ronnie knows all?
That you and I were once engaged to be married? Well, how could he? Oh, no. I know why he's that way with me. It's because his mother's been talking to him, telling him he's a fool to think of marrying a girl like me.
Oh, absolute rot. My dear old egg, Ronnie's not the sort of chap to back out of marrying a girl he's asked to marry him.
Oh, I know that. My dear old Monty, you don't really think I'd marry a man if he'd stopped being fond of me? If I ever really felt certain that Ronnie wants to get rid of me, I'd chuck it all up in a second, no matter how much it hurt.
Well, Sue, I think you're making too much of it all. Probably all that's happened is that, well, the old chap's got a touch of the liver. Yeah, enough to give anybody a touch of the liver, weather like this. Well, I must be going. Chin up, old thing. That's the spirit, what?
Bye, Monty. Oh, Monty, you've forgotten your hat. Oh, too late.
Alone again, Sue treated herself to that healthy medicine, a good old cry, and felt better. When she heard a car draw up on the gravel below, she hoped it was Ronnie back from Shrewsbury. But it was the station taxi from Market Blandings, and out of it climbed George Alexander Pike, 1st Viscount Tilbury, founder and proprietor of the Mammoth Publishing Company. He'd come all this way to confront the Honourable Galahad Threepwood in person about his memoirs, and he meant to stand no nonsense. Beach took him to the small library and asked him to wait. When Beach had left, Lord Tilbury's eyes began to bulge and his breathing to quicken. There was the manuscript lying on the desk. He had a mad impulse to make a quick snatch and get away, but was interrupted by the author.
Oh, Now, don't tell me, let me think. I pride myself on my memory. You're fatter and you've aged a lot, but you're someone I used to know quite well at one time. No, don't tell me. Shorty Smith. No, Stumpy Whitney. I've got it, by gad. Stinker Pike. Oh, not bad that, considering it must be 25 years. How are you, Stinker?
Don't call me Stinker.
Yeah, of course, I'm sorry, I forgot. Carry on, Pike.
And don't call me Pike. My name's Tilbury now.
Oh, going about under a false name, eh? Oh, that's bad. No, I don't like that.
I call myself Tilbury because in a recent honours list I received a peerage.
Oh, you're Lord Tilbury.
Yeah, what on earth did they make you a lord for, Stinker?
I happen to occupy a position of some slight importance in the publishing world. I am the proprietor of a concern whose name may be familiar to you. Mammoth Publishing Company.
Mammoth?
Mammoth.
Now, don't tell me. Aren't Mammoth the people I sold that book of mine to?
They are.
Ah. I'm sorry about that. I've let you down, haven't I? And you have come here to ask me to reconsider. Oh, dear. I'm afraid you've made your journey for nothing, Stinker, old man. I won't let that book be published.
But...
No, I can't argue. I won't do it.
But it's outrageous. You signed the contract. You were satisfied with the terms we proposed?
It's got nothing to do with the term.
And you can't pretend you're not in a position to deliver the book. There it is, on your desk, apparently finished.
A book like this is never finished. I could go on adding to it for the rest of my life. It's no good your saying anything. It is going back into the drawer, and it will never be published.
Now look here, Threepwood.
No, Stinker, that is final. I can't possibly tell you all the reasons for my decision. It would take too long. But you can rest assured that nothing you can say will make the slightest difference. I will not publish.
In that case, I will bid you good afternoon.
You're not going?
I am going.
I wish you wouldn't take it like this. Why get stuffy, Stinker? Sit down, have a chat. Stay and join us for a bite of dinner.
Dinner? Huh!
Lord Tilbury decided to walk back to the Emsworth Arms across the fields to cool his anger. It so happened that his path took him to the bijou residence of Lord Emsworth's prize pig, where Pirbright, the pig man, was lurking on the watch for pig nobblers. Lord Tilbury himself was a pig fancier, and out of sheer kindness picked up a bit of potato peel and was on the point of dropping it into the Empress's upturned mouth when there occurred a startling interruption.
Gotcha! Yeah!
You come along with me!
What? Let me go! Don't you know who I am, my man? I'm Lord Tilbury. I'm a friend of Mr. Galahad Threepwood of the castle. I'm a friend of Sir Gregory Parslow of Matchingham.
I don't care if you're the Emperor of China!
Get your hands off!
Into the shed!
Let me go!
Feed in the Empress! Poison or I shouldn't wonder! In you go! No. You stay there till I fetches his lordship! You tell him you're a friend of Sir Gregory!
You wait till our master finds out about this! Let me out!
In episode 2 of Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, Lord Emsworth was played by Richard Vernon and the Honourable Galahad Threepwood by Ian Carmichael. Lady Constance was Elizabeth Spriggs, Lady Julia, Josephine Tewson, Lord Tilbury, John Savidant, Monty Bodkin, Royce Mills, Ronnie Fish, Charles Collingwood, Sue Brown, Moya Leslie, Beach, John Rapley, Sir Gregory Parslow, Reginald Marsh, Pirbright, Norman Bird. And the narrator was Murray Watson. Heavy Weather was adapted for radio by Richard Usborne and produced by Martin Fisher. Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, adapted in 4 episodes by Richard Usborne, with Ian Carmichael as the Honourable Galahad Threepwood. Episode 3, Galley's manuscript up for grabs.
Lord Tilbury, proprietor of Mammoth Publications, has come all the way to Blandings Castle to persuade Lord Emsworth's brother Galahad to change his mind and let Mammoth publish his reminiscences. But Galahad has stood firm. The reminiscences will not be published. Lord Tilbury, to cool his anger, walks back across the fields to the Emsworth Arms, and on his way stops to admire Lord Emsworth's prize pig, the Empress of Blandings, in her sty, and is immediately pounced on as a suspected pig nobbler by Pigman Pirbright, who locks him in a shed and goes off to fetch Lord Emsworth.
Hey! Let me out! Let me out!
Lord Tilbury's cries are heard by Monty Bodkin, whom only a few days ago he had sacked from his London office. Monty, challenged by the crusty father of Gertrude Butterwick, the girl he loves, to hold down a job for 1 solid year, has now become Lord Emsworth's secretary. But that job seems to be under threat. What Monty doesn't know is that Lord Emsworth thinks he's working for rival pig fancier and Monty's uncle, Sir Gregory Parslow. What he does know is that here is a voice that he recognises all too well.
Let me out! Let me out!
Oh, I said... Are you there?
Of course I'm here. Let me out.
Oh, that isn't Lord Tilbury by any chance, is it?
Who are you?
Bodkin speaking. Bodkin M. Monty Bodkin. You remember old Monty?
Yes, and let me out, you miserable imbecile. What are you waiting for?
Right here. One moment. There's a sort of gadget. Needs a bit of shifting. Ah! Done it. Out you pop. Upsy daisy.
It's an outrage.
What is?
That fellow who locked me in, I shall have him severely punished.
What fellow?
Lord Emsworth's pigman, I suppose, from the smell of him. I was just feeding a bit of potato to the pig when he jumped on me. I told him who I was and said that if he had any doubts, he could check with Sir Gregory Parslow. But he pushed me into this shed and locked the door.
My sainted aunt. You said you were a friend of Uncle Gregory's, and now you're going to the castle to lodge a complaint with Old Man River. Don't do it. Don't go anywhere near the castle, or they'll have you in irons before you can say, what?
What are you drivelling about?
Not drivelling. It's quite reasonable. You aren't onto the secret history of this place. Old Emsworth thinks that Uncle Gregory is trying to assassinate his pig to stop it winning the medal at the agricultural show next week. And now, a friend of Uncle Gregory caught in the act of feeding her. They'll think the potato you're giving her contains some little-known Asiatic poison. They'll ship you off to Devil's Island without a trial.
I've never heard of anything so absurd.
Incidentally, why are you in these parts at all? I'm always glad to see you, of course.
And may I ask what you're doing here?
Me? Oh, I'm Lord Emsworth's secretary now. Oh, yes, indeed. Within 24 hours of your slinging me out of Tilbury House, I got another job. Dear me, yes. A good man isn't long getting snapped up.
You mean you're Lord Emsworth's secretary and actually living at the castle?
Yes, indeed, and feeding with the family, but only for the nonce. Look, I don't mind telling you that I expect a shake-up soon. I may, just may, find myself at liberty before long. So, if by any chance you are suggesting we might make a fresh start together...
Oh, you wish to return to my employment?
Definitely.
Then you shall.
Good egg.
Provided.
Oh, golly. Is there a catch?
There is something I want you to do for me.
Give it a name, even unto half my kingdom, I mean to say.
Now, here's the position in a nutshell. Lord Emsworth's brother Galahad has written his reminiscences.
I know. I bet they're good, too. Yeah, they would sell like hot cakes. Grab them from Mammoth is my advice.
That's exactly what I want you to do.
Me?
Mr. Threepwood was commissioned to deliver the manuscript to us. Now he has gone back on his word. So I want you to steal it for me.
You don't mean pinch it?
That's exactly what I mean.
Well, Lord love a duck.
The task will be simple to someone living at the castle. The manuscript is in the drawer of Mr. Threepwood's desk. I can assure you that if you come to me with that manuscript, I shall be only too delighted to restore you to your old position at Tilbury House.
You will be prepared to sign a document to that effect if I draw it up?
Of course, of course. Kindly put the thing through as soon as possible. You'll find me at the Emsworth Arms. I have no wish to remain indefinitely at a rustic inn.
Okay, I'll snap into it. You can rest assured, Lord Tilbury. I know the Emsworth Arms well. Try that beer with a spot of gin in it. Warms the cockles. All right, then. Expect me there very shortly with manuscript under arm.
Monty was thoroughly pleased with himself. Once he had the manuscript, the sound of wedding bells would only be a year away. But what of the author himself? Galahad felt that he'd had enough of the life literary for the day, and having left the manuscript in a drawer, was relaxing in a deck chair on the lawn. To add to his comfort, Butler Beach was approaching with a whiskey and soda.
Thank you, Beach. That'll do me good. I say, what on earth's that you got under your arm? Oh, it's my manuscript.
Yes, Mr. Galahad.
Well, take it back. I don't want it. Good Lord, I came out here to forget it.
Excuse me, Mr. Galahad.
What are you waggling your tummy at me for, Beach?
I am uneasy, sir.
What about?
The safety of this book of yours. May I inform you, sir, of what occurred a few minutes ago? I heard a noise from the library.
Go on, Beach.
I went to investigate and heard movements within. Flinging the door open sharply, I disturbed a person who, I suspected, was attempting to purloin the material that you have written.
Who?
It was Mr. Pilbeam, Mr. Galahad, standing with his hand in the open drawer.
Good God, what did you say?
Nothing, Mr. Galahad. I looked.
What did he say?
Nothing, Mr. Galahad. He smiled.
Smiled?
In a weak, guilty manner. I proceeded to the desk, secured the written material, and started to leave the room. At the door I paused and gave Mr. Pilbeam a cold glance. I then withdrew.
Splendid, Beach. But what possible motive could this extraordinary little perisher have for wanting to steal my book?
If I may speak freely, may I say that I know the extreme importance of this book in the affairs of Mr. Ronald and Miss Brown.
Do you indeed? Go on.
In order to overcome the opposition of her ladyship to the match, you expressed your willingness to refrain from giving this volume into the printer's hands, her ladyship being hostile to its publication, owing to the fact that in her opinion its contents might give offence to many of her friends, notably Sir Gregory Parslow.
Quite right.
Therefore, it would be very agreeable to her ladyship for this manuscript to be stolen and destroyed.
Beach, you've hit it. That fellow Pilbeam was working for Connie, and probably Parslow sitting in with them.
I feel convinced of it, Mr. Galahad.
Beach, I have said it before, and I will say it again. You are worth your weight in gold. With that script out of the way, those two wouldn't have a dog's chance of getting married. Now, I've got it. You must take the thing, Beach, and keep it in some safe place. In your pantry, for instance.
But, Mr. Galahad, suppose her ladyship were to learn that the papers were in my possession.
Well, how on earth should she? She doesn't ever drop into your pantry for a chat, does she?
Certainly not, sir.
Then it's the only plan. You take it and keep it somewhere safe. Be a man, Beach.
Very good, Mr. Galahad.
Beach was not happy with his assignment, but he did as he was told and hid the manuscript in his pantry. Then, remembering Mr. Galahad's words about his bulging tummy, he set off to walk the 2 miles to Market Blandings to buy cigarettes. His head was bowed as he started up the drive, or he might have seen Sue Brown up on the battlements. She'd gone up there to think about her fiancé, Ronnie. Why was he treating her so coldly? Was his mother trying to put a stopper on their marriage? Life was complicated. Even Monty, who had joined her briefly on the roof, hadn't been able to offer solutions or solace. Then she had a good cry, felt better, and decided that perhaps she had misjudged Ronnie. Wanting to come down, she found that the door to the stairs had slammed shut. She was about to call for help when there, on the drive below, was Ronnie himself. A minute or two later, he had unlocked the door and, cold and polite still, joined her.
Oh, Ronnie, thank heavens it was you.
Nuisance. Getting locked in like that?
Yes.
Been up here long?
All the afternoon.
Nice place on a fine day?
I suppose so.
Though hot?
Yes. When did you get back from Shrewsbury?
About an hour ago.
I didn't hear you.
I didn't come to the front. I went straight round to the stables.
Oh.
What's this? A hat? Monty's? Monty been up here with you?
Yes.
Nice chap. Let's go down, shall we?
In Market Blandings, Butler Beach, warm after his walk, his cigarette supply replenished, dropped in at the Emsworth Arms for a tankard of their excellent home brew. He took it into the garden, to a bench behind one of the rose-trellised summer-houses that gave shade and privacy for relaxed refreshment. And as he raised his tankard to his lips, heard voices that he recognized, coming through the trellis wall.
What is it you want to see me about, Bodkin?
What do you think I want to see you about, Lord Tilbury? About that dashed manuscript of Galley's that you told me to pinch, of course. Shh! Nobody can hear us.
Nevertheless, kindly do not shout. Have you got the manuscript?
Of course I haven't got the manuscript. You told me it was in the desk drawer, and it jolly well wasn't.
You can't have looked properly. I saw Threepwood put it there.
Says you.
Don't say says you. You're a bungler. A child of 6 could have found the manuscript.
I'll give any child, or even a bloodhound, a shilling to have done it better than I did. The manuscript was not in the drawer.
Well, listen. You don't get your job back at Tilbury House till you personally deliver it to me. Go back and find it, and ring me here when you do.
For one so stout, Beach moved fast. He must get back and report. But Monty had moved faster. When Beach came into the street by the garden gate, he saw Monty getting into the only station taxi and directing it to the castle. Beach was just in time to ask for a lift, and 10 minutes later at the castle, Monty leapt out, forgetting to pay, and the taxi took Beach round to the back door. He He hurried to his pantry, found the manuscript, and, clutching it to him, sought temporary refuge in his deck chair near the laurel bushes, which is where Pilbeam surprised him. Beach rose to his feet and backed away from the private investigator and returned hastily to his pantry with the precious manuscript. But there was more trouble to come.
What ho, Beach? Who? Ah, Fred, I startled you, what?
Mr. Bodkin.
Sorry, ought to have blown my horn. I came to give you the money for that cab.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, I see you've got that book of Mr. Galahad's. It's pretty good, I should imagine. Now, there's something I'd very much like to read myself. You couldn't lend it to me, I suppose?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
You mean you won't?
No, sir.
I'd give a good deal to read that thing, Beach. 10 quid, in fact.
Indeed, sir?
Well, rather, 20.
Indeed, sir.
When I say 20, I mean, well, of course, 25.
I regret to say, sir, that I am not in a position to fall in with your wishes. And now, if you will excuse me, sir.
Oh, very well.
Monty Bodkin's mind did not often come up with ideas, but now his great love for Gertrude Butterwick gave it extra horsepower. Monty decided that what was needed now was a trained mind on the job. Pilbeam, dash it. Pilbeam was a private detective. Yes, the job was right up his street. And Monty found him lying back in an armchair in the smoking room a few minutes later.
I say, Pilbeam, are you in the market at the moment for a bit of stealthy stuff?
Pardon?
If so, I've got a job for you.
Job?
Well, you are a detective. Then I can put business your way.
Perhaps you will tell me the facts?
Well, it's about that book of Gary Threepwood's.
Oh.
Yeah. You knew he had written a book.
Quite.
Yeah. Well, I suppose you think I'm a silly ass, but I want you to get hold of it for me. The thing is, a certain bloke, who I will not specify, has asked me to purloin this manuscript for him, for reasons which I need not go into. And, well, there you are.
Quite.
Now we get down to it. I've just found out that the person who's got the thing is...
Beach.
You knew that?
Yes, certainly.
But how on earth could you know?
I have my method, so you wish me to...
You are absolutely right, straight to the nub.
I have no doubt I could find a way of getting the manuscript into my possession. I have been commissioned to recover papers and so forth of value before.
Well, jolly well consider yourself commissioned now.
Exhilarated at his success in gaining Pilbeam as an ally, Monty strode out into the grounds, regardless of the threat of rain. From the library window, Beach and Galahad watched him go and hoped he'd get thoroughly soaked.
So you say, Beach, that in addition to Pilbeam trying to snaffle my manuscript for the Parslow Lady Constance gang, Monty Bodkin is after it for Lord Tilbury?
Yes, sir.
A young toad. A fellow I have practically nursed in my bosom. Why, Beach, I remember when he was a boy at Eton, I told him to put his shirt on Whistling Rufus for the Oaks.
Indeed, sir.
Yes. And he told me later that thanks to my kindly advice, he'd cleaned up to the extent of 11 shillings, a bag of bananas, 2 strawberry ice creams, and a 3-cornered Cape of Good Hope stamp at 100 to 16 from a schoolmate who was making a book. And this is how he repays me.
I was thinking, Mr. Galahad, that if I were to hand the papers over to Mr. Ronald...
To Ronald? Well, you think that would be safer?
Considerably safer, sir. Now that Mr. Pilbeam knows they're in my possession, I am momentarily apprehensive that her ladyship might approach me with a direct request that I deliver them into her hands.
Beach, are you afraid of my sister Constance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, I see what you mean. You couldn't very well tell her to put her head in a bag, could you?
No, sir.
All right, then. Give the manuscript to Mr. Ronald.
Thank you, Mr. Galahad.
Ronnie, up in his room, was in no mood to be interested in manuscripts. He told Beach to put it on the table and went back to his gloomy thoughts. His world had gone as black as the clouds. First his mother had seen his darling Sue at the Berkeley in London, lunching with Monty, and now Monty had been up on the tower all afternoon with her. If she loved Monty, well, that was that. But his old friend Monty? No, fancy suspecting his old friend Monty. He went to the window, and there, out on the drive, his old friend was.
Monty! You're wet!
Yes, Ronnie, I'm wet.
Well, you better come in and change. What you'll need is a good toweling, and then I've got a splendid embrocation. I'll bring it to your room.
Spiffy!
I'd say, Monty, I don't know if you know this stuff. You might like to try it. Riggs Golden Balm, it's called. It's good. Strop the old torso with a rough towel and then slosh this on. It says on the bottle that it communicates a warm glow.
It's dash good of you, Ronnie. You're sure it isn't for horses?
Horses?
Yeah, well, some of them are, these embrocations. You rub them well in, then look at the bottle and read, for horses only, and then you suffer the torments of the damned, feeling as though you've been having a dip in vitriol.
Oh, no. This stuff's all right. I use it myself.
Then have at it. Oh.
I say, Monty.
Yeah, what?
On your chest.
Yeah?
There's something on your chest. A tattoo, isn't it? It looks like the name Sue with a heart round it.
Oh, no. No, not Sue. It's not a name. Initials. S-U-E. Sarah Ursula Ebbsmith. A girl I used to be engaged to. Yes, she died. Pneumonia. Yeah, very sad. Let's not talk about it.
I see. Oh, well, bung-ho.
Yeah. Oh.
Ronnie's spirits had plummeted at the sight of the tattoo. He went downstairs to the billiard room. If a man's heart is broken, he can find some solace in practicing sombre canons. Sue, unaware of Ronnie's swings of mood, had heard him shouting cheerfully at the rain-soaked Monty in the drive. Did this mean that Ronnie was back to his old self again? She went downstairs to find out.
Ronnie, darling, there you are.
Hello.
Ronnie, you can't stay indoors now on an evening like this. Oh, it's simply lovely out.
Yes.
Perfectly wonderful.
Yes.
Well, let's go for a drive in your car.
Don't think I will, thanks.
Then let's take a boat out on the lake.
Not for me, thanks.
Well, then come for a walk.
Oh, for God's sake, let me alone. Sorry, shouldn't have said that.
I'm glad you did. It's better to come right out with these things. I think we might as well chuck it, don't you?
Just as you say.
All right.
Insensitive to the drama his tattoo had caused downstairs, Monty was basking in the glow of Riggs Golden Balm. A happy idea had just come to him. If Ronnie was taking the trouble to bring him bottles of embrocation, it must mean that all was well between them, that the dear old pal, in a word, was once more a dear old pal. And if a man's a dear old pal, he'd be delighted to do a fellow a good turn.
I say, Ronnie, old lad, I wonder if you could spare me a moment of your valuable time.
Well?
Butler Beach has got something I badly want, and he refuses to disgorge, and I thought that if you went to him and did the young squire act a bit, exerting your influence, I mean to say, he might prove amenable.
I can't understand a damn thing you're talking about.
Yeah, well... Oh, good shot. Well, in a nutshell, Beach has got that book of old galleys, and I can't get him to let me have it.
Why do you want it?
Well, you know all about that book.
Yes?
But, and you know Galley signed a contract with Mammoth that they would publish it.
No, I didn't know that.
Well, he did. And now he says they can't. And old Pop Tilbury is as sick as mud. And to cut a long story short, Tilbury has told me that if I can get hold of that manuscript, he will take me back into his employment, from which, as I dare say you know, I was recently booted out.
But what about the job here with my uncle?
Well, I am liable to get the sack at any moment.
Too bad.
Yeah, but it'll be all right if you can induce Beach to give up the manuscript. Then I shall get a long-term contract with old Tilbury and thus be in a position to marry the girl I love.
You will, eh? And who might that be? Sarah Ursula Ebbsmith?
Eh?
S-U-E, Sue?
Sue, Sarah.
Huh?
Sarah. She's dead. Yeah, tuberculosis. Very sad.
You told me it was pneumonia.
No, tuberculosis. Now, this is a new fiancée. A girl called Gertrude Butterwick.
Gertrude Butterwick, eh?
That's right.
And I suppose she's crazy about you.
Yes, she's deeply enamoured.
Well, if that's what you say... Look, listen, Monty. There's no need to worry about Beach. He hasn't got the manuscript.
Oh, yes, he has. I saw him reading it.
But he gave it to me.
What?
You'll find it in the chest of drawers in my room. Take the damn thing if you want it.
My dear old man. Thanks.
No need for thanks. Just leave me to my cannons.
Monty was triumphant. Sue, however, dazed by Ronnie's cold rebuff, had found Galahad in the hall trying to kill time before dressing for dinner.
Hello, Sue, on your own? Where's Ronnie?
In the billiard room.
Then come and amuse me. I'm bored. This is the hour of the day that searches a man out. It makes him examine his soul, and I don't want to examine my soul. I expect the thing looks like an old boot. Sing to me, dance before me, ask me riddles.
I'm afraid I'm not...
Anything the matter, Sue?
Oh, no.
Ah. Shall I turn on the radio? There may be a lecture on newts.
No, don't.
There is something the matter.
There isn't. Really?
It must be the weather. Thunderstorms often upset people. I knew a girl once. Sue, you're not listening.
Oh, Gally.
There, Sue. Come along. Tell me all about it. Ronald, I would like a word with you.
Oh, Uncle Gally, I was just off.
Just off be damned. You sit down and listen to me. Now then, what's all this?
That's just what I was going to ask. What is all this?
There's no good taking that attitude. I've just been talking to young Sue out there.
Oh, yes.
She's crying.
Oh, yes.
Crying, I tell you. Crying her dashed eyes out.
Oh, yes.
So you're not interested, eh? You don't care? Well, let me tell you, I do care. That girl's mother was the only woman I ever loved, and I do not propose to have her daughter's happiness ruined by any sawn-off young half-portion with a face like a strawberry ice who's taken the notion into his beastly turnip of a head to play fast and loose with her. You are breaking this girl's heart, and I'm not going to have it. She tells me your engagement is off.
Quite right.
You're an infernal young snob and a hound.
What?
You're such a wambling, spineless jellyfish that you've let your mother talk you into breaking off this engagement.
You don't suppose I broke off the engagement, do you? Sue broke it off herself. She's in love with Monty Bodkin.
What?
It's all settled between them. They're going to get married.
I have never heard such...
Oh, it's perfectly true. I'm not blaming her. It's nobody's fault. Just one of those things. Still, there it is. She's crazy about him. She went up to London the moment I was off to Cousin George's wedding, just because she couldn't keep away from him. She got him to apply for Hugo's job as Uncle Clarence's secretary, just because she was so keen to have him here.
What beats me is how you could be poop enough to believe all that drivel.
Drivel?
Perfect drivel. You got hold of the wrong end of the stick entirely. Young Sue had nothing to do with Monty coming here. The first thing she heard about his being taken on as Clarence's secretary was from me, and the news absolutely bowled her over. I can see her now looking at me like a dying duck and saying here was a nice bit of box fruit, because she had once, when a mere child, been engaged to the fella.
What?
Certainly, years ago. Before she ever met you. Only lasted a week or two, I gather, and she was glad to get out of it. But she knew that if Monty wasn't warned to keep it dark, he'd be sure to say something tactless about the old days, and that would upset you, because you're such a blasted jealous half-wit. She asked me what she ought to do, and I said rush up to London and tell him he's got to keep his mouth shut when he comes down here, which she did. And that is why she was lunching with him. The whole thing done to preserve your peace of mind. Sue in love with young Bodkin, indeed? Oh, God. Why, Monty's engaged himself. Sue told me. A girl called Gertrude Butterwick.
Oh, gosh. What a fool I've made of myself.
You have.
I'm a hound and a cad.
You are.
I ought to be kicked.
You ought.
I ought to bury my head.
Look, hold it. Don't waste this on me. Tell it to Sue. Tie yourself in knots at her feet and ask her to kick you in the face. Grovel before her on your wretched stomach, and while you are doing it, I'll be stepping up to the drawing room and having a word with your mother and my sister Constance. I'll spoil their tea and shrimps.
Oh, you're late, Galahad, if you've come for tea.
Tea? The hell with tea. I've got something to say to you, Julia. Where's Connie?
Gone to answer the telephone, I believe.
Well, you'll do to start with. Put down that paper.
Galahad, really?
Julia, you make me sick. What have you got against young Sue?
I don't like chorus girls as daughters-in-law.
There are moments, Julia, when I'd like to drown you in a bucket.
A butt of Malmsey would have been more in your line, Galahad, I should have thought. Well, if you have no other observations of interest, I'll go on reading my paper.
Oh, I have. I have something to say that will, I fancy, interest you very much.
Oh, that will make a nice change. It isn't by any chance that if this marriage of Ronnie's is stopped, you will publish those reminiscences of yours, is it?
It is.
My dear man, my flesh does not creep a bit. It will be nice to think of you making some money at last. And as for the writhings of the nobility and gentry...
Julia, one moment.
Well?
You are the relict of the late Major General Sir Miles Fish, CBE, late of the Brigade of Guards.
I have never denied it.
When Miles Fish married you, he was a respectable, even stodgily respectable colonel. I remember your saying to me that the first time you'd met him, he had seemed to you a trifle slow. Believe me, Julia, when I knew dear old Fishy Fish as a young subaltern, he was quite the reverse of slow. His jolly rapidity was the talk of London.
Galahad, you haven't.
Who rode a bicycle down Piccadilly in sky blue underclothing in the late summer of '97?
Galahad!
Who, returning to his rooms in the early morning of New Year's Day 1902, mistook the coal scuttle for a mad dog and tried to shoot it with the fire tongs?
Galahad!
I must be going now. See how the young couple are getting on. Supplementary material, Julia, will be found in my chapters 3, 11, 16, 17, and 21. Especially chapter 21.
Oh, Sue, can you forgive me?
Oh, Ronnie, of course I can, darling.
That's right, my boy. Don't mind me. Capital, capital, capital.
Oh, hello, Uncle Gally.
Gally, come here. I'm going to kiss you.
I shouldn't, Sue. You'll be getting jealous of me next.
There's no need to rub it in.
Well, I won't then. Merely to remark that of all the young poops I have ever met...
He's not a poop.
My dear, I was brought up among poops. I spent my formative years among poops. You will allow me to recognize a poop when I see one. But we won't argue the point. What I want to talk about is that manuscript of mine. Poop or no poop, Ronnie has got to guard that manuscript with his life. Because if ever there were two women who would descend to the level of the beasts of the fields to lay their hooks on it...
Uncle Gally?
They are your mother and Lady Constance. And here's something that will surprise you. Young Monty Bodkin is after the thing, too.
What?
He's turned out to be an A1 snake in the grass.
Uncle Gally?
Well, what is it?
Monty Bodkin was in here just now. He wanted that manuscript. I told him where it was, and he's already gone to get it.
In episode 3 of Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, the Honourable Galahad Threepwood was played by Ian Carmichael. Lady Julia was Josephine Tewson, Lord Tilbury, John Savidant, Monty Bodkin, Royce Mills, Ronnie Fish, Charles Collingwood, Sue Brown, Moya Leslie, Beach, John Rapley, Pilbeam, Roger Sloman, and the narrator was Murray Watson. Heavy Weather was adapted for radio by Richard Usborne and produced by Martin Fisher.
And unlikely though it seems, next week at the same time all will be resolved in episode 4. Checkbooks at the ready.
Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, adapted in 4 episodes by Richard Usborne, with Richard Vernon as Lord Emsworth and Ian Carmichael as the Honourable Galahad Threepwood. Episode 4, Checkbooks at the Ready.
Blandings Castle is seething with strife and suspicion. It's a complicated story. Lord Emsworth is still convinced that his neighbour, Sir Gregory Parslow, is trying to nobble his pig, the Empress of Blandings. Ronnie Fish wants to marry a pretty chorus girl, Sue Brown. His mother and aunt are trying to prevent this. And almost everybody is trying to steal, or to get the double-crossing private eye Pilbeam to steal, the manuscript of Galahad's scandal-packed reminiscences. Lady Julia, Lady Constance, and Sir Gregory want to destroy it. Lord Tilbury, the publisher, wants to make a best-selling book of it. And Lord Emsworth's secretary, Monty Bodkin, working for Lord Tilbury, has now, by a fluke, got hold of the manuscript himself from Ronnie, much to the fury of Galahad.
Ronald, do you mean to stand there and tell me you let Bodkin have it? God, give me strength. Are you crazy? You were supposed to be guarding it with your life.
We must get Beach. Ring the bell, Sue, will you?
Yes, Gary.
Well, you see, Uncle Galahad, I thought then that Sue had finished with me and was in love with Monty, so there didn't seem any point in keeping the manuscript as a bargaining counter with Mother and Aunt Constance. What an idiot I was, wasn't I, darling Sue?
Oh, you can't blame the poor angel, Gally.
I can. It would surprise you how easily I could blame the poor angel. And if there were time, I would. We must get hold of Monty without a second's delay and choke the thing out of him. We'll have no nonsense. I am an elderly man past my prime, but I am willing and ready to sit on his head while you, Ronnie and Sue, kick him in the ribs. We'll soon make him...
You rang, Mr. Galahad?
Ah, yes, Beach. I want to see Mr. Bodkin at once.
I think Mr. Bodkin has left, sir.
Left?
Left?
There has been trouble, I understand, between Mr. Bodkin and his lordship.
Wait! There he is, out in the hall. Hi! Hi, you there! Stop, you blood-stained Bodkin!
Oh, hello.
Never mind the oh, hello. I want that manuscript of mine, young Bodkin, and I want it at once. So make it slippy, you sheep-faced young exile from hell. If it's on your person, disgorge it. If it's in that suitcase, unpack it.
I haven't got your bally manuscript.
Don't lie to me, young Bodkin.
I'm not lying. Pilbeam's got it.
Pilbeam?
Yes. Like a silly chump, I told that foul, double-crossing little blister where it was, and he went off and squealed to Lord Emsworth about my letting old Tilbury out of the shed, and Lord Emsworth fired me. But while I was out of my room, Pilbeam had nipped up and sneaked the manuscript.
Where is he? Where is this Pilbeam excrescence?
Ah, I'd like to know myself, but I'm off to the Emsworth Arms for tonight. Well, goodbye, all.
Percy Pilbeam was also on his way to the Emsworth Arms with the manuscript under his coat. If he could get a big enough cheque for it from Lord Tilbury, he'd hand over his precious burden and call it a day. Then a large raindrop splashed on his face, with more obviously to come. Pilbeam hated getting wet, and spotting a low building in a paddock, ran to it and found it unoccupied with a carpet of deep, clean, dry straw. He sat down and did some thinking. Lord Tilbury might refuse his price and take the manuscript. Why not hide it under the straw and get a bid first from Lady Constance? The rain stopped, and Pilbeam walked back to the castle, where he was informed by Beach that Lady Constance was demanding his presence in the drawing-room immediately. Pilbeam didn't like the sound of that, so he asked Beach to bring a large bottle of champagne to his bedroom, and 20 minutes later walked unsteadily into the drawing-room.
Lady Constance and Lady Julia. Beach said you wanted to see me.
Sit down, Mr. Pilbeam. Now to the point. We cannot understand why it has taken you so long to do anything about my brother's manuscript. You've had 3 clear days in which to do something, and I don't believe you've even found out where the manuscript is.
Oh, haven't I?
Well, have you?
Yes, I have.
Then why, in the name of goodness, Mr. Pilbeam, did you not tell us? Where is it? You said it was not in my brother's desk.
Gally gave it to Beach.
Beach? Who's Beach?
Reading between the lines, Connie, I think he means Beach.
Beach? I will see Beach at once.
You may see him, but a fat lot of good that will do you. A fat lot of good.
Forgive the personal question, Mr. Pilbeam. Are you slightly intoxicated?
Yes.
I thought so.
A little blotto. I've just had a bottle of champagne, and what's more, I have it on an empty stomach.
Let's ignore your stomach, Mr. Pilbeam, and get back to the point. Why will it do us a fat lot of good seeing Beach?
Because Beach hasn't got it. He gave it to Ronnie.
So now Ronnie has the manuscript?
No, he hasn't.
But you said he had.
I said he had, and he had, but he hasn't. He gave it to Monty Modkin. But I've got it now.
Then why in the name of goodness couldn't you have said so from the first?
Oh, it's like that, is it? Let me tell you, Connie, that I don't like your tone. A nice way to talk. I've got the manuscript hidden away somewhere where you won't find it, and it's going to stay there until I take it to Tilbury.
What is he talking about? Tilbury? That's in Essex, isn't it?
Wait, this is beginning to look a little sticky. I wouldn't take it to Lord Tilbury, Mr. Pilbeam. Really, I wouldn't. I'm sure that if we talk it over sensibly, we can come to some arrangement.
Too late. Too late for that. Been insulted. No further discussion. Tilbury gets it. He's waiting for it at the Emsworth Arms. Bye!
But I don't understand, Julia. What did he mean? Who is this Lord Tilbury?
Only the proprietor of the publishing concern with whom Galahad signed his contract, my angel. Nothing more than that.
You mean that if the manuscript gets into his hands...
he will publish it, yes.
There's only one thing to do. Telephone Sir Gregory and get him over. Tell him to come to dinner. He seems to have some influence with this little fiend Pilbeam. He may be able to talk him round.
Down at the Emsworth Arms, Lord Tilbury was fretting in his room. He had been expecting Monty Bodkin to deliver the manuscript, but Monty hadn't turned up. And it was then that Lord Tilbury thought wistfully of another of his late employees, who he was sure could have been relied on to do the job. One P. Frobisher Pilbeam. Little did he know that P. Frobisher Pilbeam was about to get in touch with him.
Hello?
Hello there, Tilbury. Tilbury, this is Pilbeam.
Who? What?
Speaking from Blandings Castle, Tilbury. You don't mind my calling you Tilbury, do you? I'm a bit tight.
Blandings Castle? Pilbeam, this is providential. Kindly come here as soon as possible. There is something I wish you to do for me. Most urgent.
Commission?
Yes, a commission.
Listen, Tilbury, I know what it is you want me to do. Oh, yes, I know. Something to do with a certain book.
Yes, yes.
Then let me tell you, Tilbury, that I've been offered 500 in another quarter and can easily work that up to a level 1,000. But seeing as you, I won't sting you for more than that. Think on your feet, Tilbury. 1,000 is the figure. It's a deal?
Yes, I agree, Pilbeam.
Right. Be in after dinner tonight with the old checkbook. So, au revoir, Tilbury, old cock. I'm feeling rather funny. I think I'll get a bit of sleep. I think I go home now, Tilbury. Beep, beep.
Dinner at the castle that evening had been a silent affair. Lord Emsworth found his meal entirely spoilt by having to share it with Sir Gregory, the pig nobbler himself. Sir Gregory was off his food, worrying about Galahad's manuscript being published. His chances of becoming an MP would be ruined if that story of the prawns appeared in print. And then he had come over tonight with checkbook in hand to reason with Pilbeam, and dash it, there was no Pilbeam to reason with. Where was the damn fella? Staying in his bedroom, Beach had reported, with a headache. Lord Emsworth, ever sympathetic, decided to visit the body upstairs.
May I come in?
Yes, Lord Emsworth.
Feeling a little better, eh? We all missed you at dinner. I was thinking that a breath of fresh air might do you good. Fresh air is good for headaches. I am on my way to have a look at the Empress. Perhaps you'd care to come with me? It's a beautiful night now after the rain, and I have my electric torch to show us to the sty.
Well, if you think it's a good idea, okay.
Lord Emsworth, aren't we going the wrong way?
What's that, Pilbeam? What did you say?
Don't you get to the sty by crossing the terrace?
Ah, that's the old sty. We moved the Empress to a new one just before dinner.
Oh, yes, I remember now.
The risk of leaving her in her old quarters was far too great.
Oh, yeah.
Sir Gregory is out to do the Empress a mischief between now and the agricultural show. He'll be nonplussed when he finds her sty, the old sty, empty.
Yeah.
This is a new one, you see.
What, this building here? Oh!
Is your head hurting you again, my dear fellow?
Oh, no. This building?
Yes, here we are.
In the light of Lord Emsworth's torch, the Empress was making a late supper with evident relish. But Pilbeam looked at her in horror. This was the place where he had hidden Galahad's manuscript only this afternoon, under the straw.
God bless my soul. What's that she's eating? Can it be paper, Pilbeam?
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Pirbright must have been feeding her paper. That's what she's eating. Great chunks of it. And look, I'm dashed if it isn't the manuscript of that book my brother Galahad was writing. I can recognize his handwriting. And ink. Ink and paper. She may be poisoning herself at this minute. Pirbright. Pirbright!
While Lord Emsworth went looking for Pirbright, Pilbeam had to make yet another plan, and fast. He hurried back to the castle, where he found Sir Gregory in the drawing-room with the two anxious sisters.
Ah, evening, ladies. Evening, Sir Gregory.
Mr. Pilbeam.
Mr. Pilbeam, my dear chap.
Come in, Mr. Pilbeam.
Sit down, Mr. Pilbeam.
Pilbeam, my dear fellow, a chair.
How is the headache, Mr. Pilbeam?
Are you feeling better now?
Pilbeam, I have a cigar here I think you will appreciate.
Thank you, Sir Gregory. Thank you, Lady Julia. My headache isn't so bad now.
Oh, that's good.
Splendid.
Capital.
I came about that thing.
Exactly. You've been thinking it over.
I'm afraid I was a trifle abrupt, Mr. Pilbeam, when we had our last little talk. I was feeling upset. The weather, I suppose.
You did say you had your checkbook with you, Sir Gregory?
Certainly. Here it is.
Well, I've done it.
Done it? You don't mean you've taken the manuscript to Lord Tilbury?
No, you wanted that manuscript destroyed. I've destroyed it.
What?
Of course, I don't expect you to take my word for it. Naturally, you want some sort of proof. Well, here's a bit of the thing which I saved to show you. You recognise the bit, Sir Gregory?
Yes, I do. It's about me and those damn prawns. Still, Pilbeam, it's not quite what we expected. Naturally, we expected you to bring the manuscript to us so that we could destroy it with our own hands. So...
Now, I believe there was some mention of a cheque?
Well, yes. Who do you want it made out to?
Who moves my books?
Clarence, don't interrupt us.
Who moves my books?
What books?
I keep a book of telephone numbers on the table in the library and it's gone. Beach, Maida, I'll ring for her.
You'll break your neck, Clarence, if you go springing about like that on this parquet floor. Why skip ye so, ye high hills?
What? Stop fussing me.
And do go away, Clarence. We're talking about something important.
And so am I talking about something important. My book of telephone numbers is gone. I suppose you got it, Connie.
I haven't touched your wretched little book.
You rang, my lord?
Ah, Beach. What's the telephone number of what's-his-name, the vet?
Matchingham 221, my lord.
Then get him quickly and put him through to the library. Tell him my pig's just eaten the complete manuscript of my brother's memoirs and he must come at once.
And so saying, Lord Emsworth made a dart for the door. Finding Beach in the way, he sprang nimbly to the right. But Beach moved to his left, so Lord Emsworth dashed to his left and Beach to his right. But on the polished floor, only a professional acrobat could have executed without disaster the bound which Lord Emsworth now gave. There was a slithering crash, and he came to rest against a china cabinet.
Ow.
I told you you'd come a perler. You hurt yourself.
Dislocated my ankle, I think. Oh, Beach, help me to the library, please.
Very good, my lord.
Ronnie has some embrocation, I believe.
I don't want embrocation, I want the doctor. Beach, as soon as you got me upstairs and the vet on the telephone, you send for the doctor.
Yes, my lord.
Mr. Pilbeam, you have some explaining to do.
Excuse me, Sir Gregory. Let me take that cheque.
Hi, that was for me.
Surely, Mr. Pilbeam, you don't expect to be paid for having done nothing and having lied to us?
Spoken like a man, Connie.
But the manuscript is destroyed.
Eaten by a pig.
Just an act of God. No obligation for us to pay you a penny.
But I'm sorry, Mr. Pilbeam. There's no reason to discuss the matter any further. I've torn up Sir Gregory's cheque and given him back the pieces.
And now we have a very urgent matter to discuss with Clarence in the library. You will forgive us for leaving you, Sir Gregory?
By all means, Lady Julia, certainly. As a matter of fact, I think I'll be getting along.
I'll order your car.
Don't bother, Lady Constance. I don't need the car. Going to walk. The relief of knowing that infernal book isn't hanging over my head any longer. Oh, I could walk 10 miles.
Percy Pilbeam sat where they left him, looking like a devastated area. But a Pilbeam defeated does not stay defeated for long. He went to the telephone, called the Emsworth Arms, and gave a message for Lord Tilbury that he would be with him shortly. He didn't know that Monty Bodkin was already there, appealing to Lord Tilbury's finer feelings in the mistaken hope that he would give him his job back.
Well, halve my salary, if you like. I mean, it's not the money, dash it, it's the job. Just for 12 months so that I can marry the girl I love.
Bodkin, you're wasting your time and mine. No manuscript, no job.
You mean that?
I do.
Well, you are a fat, double-crossing warthog. And if you meet me in the street from now on, don't raise your hat. I shall cut you dead.
Bodkin, I've had enough of you. I'm expecting a visitor. Leave me.
With the greatest of pleasure.
Monty walked out into the garden to cool off, smoked 2 cigarettes, and only then realized that the visitor Lord Tilbury was expecting must be Pilbeam, and presumably a Pilbeam bringing Galley's manuscript. He tiptoed across the grass to the open window and listened.
You hid it? But are you sure it's quite safe?
Oh, quite.
Why didn't you bring it with you?
Too risky, much too risky. You don't know what that house is like.
But If you hid it in your bedroom...
I didn't.
Then where?
I think that perhaps before I tell you that, we'd just better get the business end of the thing settled, eh? If you have your checkbook handy.
But, my dear Pilbeam, you do not expect me to pay you before I've seen what I'm buying.
Yes, please, Lord Tilbury. Parslow's original offer was 500, and I shall have no difficulty in making him improve on that.
£500 is a great deal of money.
Not nearly as much as 1,000, and you agreed to that on the telephone. Take it or leave it, Tilbury.
Very well, I agree.
Good. I think you are wise, Tilbury.
There's your cheque.
Thanks.
And now?
Well, I'll tell you. I didn't dare hide the thing at the castle, so I put it carefully away, you'd never guess where, in an empty shed near the Blandings' kitchen garden. Here's a map I've drawn. Look, quite simple. It's in this small building which I've marked with a cross. The manuscript is under the straw.
But why can't you get it now and bring it to me here?
There's just one thing, the merest trifle. I said the shed was empty, and so it was when I hid the manuscript. It isn't now. They've gone and shifted Lord Emsworth's pig there, the Empress of Blandings.
Well?
Trouble is, Lord Tilbury, I'm afraid of pigs. One bit me once, I daren't go in.
Well, I'm not afraid of pigs. Pigs like me. I'll go off now. I'll borrow a torch from the landlord.
Good, then that's all right, isn't it? £1,000! I've got it! I've got it at last!
Pilbeam sat at the writing table, aglow with triumph, a cheque for £1,000 in front of him. Monty, through the window, saw his chance. Nipping in from the garden, he sneaked into the writing room, reached over Pilbeam's shoulder, snatched up the cheque, and tore it into confetti. Then, leaving Pilbeam in a state of shock, he raced up to his room, put through a telephone call to the castle, and, in a disguised voice, spoke to Lord Emsworth, nursing his ankle in the library.
Lord Emsworth?
Yes, yes.
This is a well-wisher.
What? Speak more clearly.
A well-wisher. Listen carefully, please. I am ringing you to warn you that an attack will be made tonight on your pig in her new sty. Your man should be on guard. And, well, goodbye.
What?
Who was that, Clarence?
I don't know. Didn't give his dash name.
The mystery voice. Probably a burglar, ringing to find out if there's anybody at home.
No, it's a warning about the Empress. Beach, I can't move. I want you to go across to Purbright and tell him that Sir Gregory will be making his attack tonight. He is to remain in hiding near the sty, the new sty, and spring out at the right moment and catch Parslow.
Very good, my lord.
Now, Clarence, we want your attention.
My attention? Of course you have my attention. I can't move. What do you want my attention about?
We were speaking of this money of Ronald's that you are trustee for, and of the criminal folly of allowing him to have it in order that he may make an unsuitable marriage.
Oh, that again.
Yes, that again.
We've got to make you see sense, Clarence.
Well, if we must, but don't both speak at once.
Back at the Emsworth Arms, Monty Bodkin headed for the bar. And it was while chatting to the barmaid that he learned what she had learned from Mr. Webber the vet, that Lord Emsworth's pig had eaten the whole of some book his brother had been writing. It was then that Monty saw Pilbeam in a different light. A fellow who could sting old Tightwad Tilbury for £1,000 for a manuscript he knew existed only in the Empress's digestive system must be a fellow one would like to know better, perhaps even work for. He hurried back to the writing room.
Pilbeam, it's me again.
Well,
it's a little difficult to know where to begin.
As far as I'm concerned, you could begin by getting out of here and breaking your ruddy neck.
Oh, no, don't talk like that. The wrong attitude. You see, it's like this, my dear old son.
All right, get on with it.
Yeah, well, not long ago, I became betrothed to a girl, and her ass of a father won't let me marry her unless I can get a job and hold it down for 1 whole year. So far, I haven't been very successful, and it's tough on the girl because, well, she loves me madly. Now, this is the idea that struck me. You run a detective agency in London. You employ lots of skilled assistants. Well, come on now, be a sport. Employ me.
Employ you?
Employ me. There's £1,000 in it for you.
£1,000? You'll pay that to me for employing you?
For a year. So I've got packets of money of my own. I'm positively ill with the stuff.
For £1,000 you can be a partner. Where's your chequebook?
Oh, yes, I see what you mean. Well, it's upstairs in my suitcase.
Then we'll go upstairs together and I'll help you unpack it?
Yeah, and I'll tell you about this girl I'm marrying. She's an absolute corker. Eyes of blue. Oh, no, greyish.
Now do you understand, Clarence?
Clarence, are you listening? Constance is talking to you. We're both talking to you. We are asking you to be firm about Ronald and not to let him have his money.
Yes, I know what you're asking. Don't go on so.
Well, Beach, what is it?
Ah, Beach, have you seen Pirbright?
Yes, my lord, and I have to tell you that everything is satisfactory.
You mean Pirbright caught the fellow?
Yes, my lord. I arrived just in time.
Parslow, isn't it?
Oh, Clarence.
No, my lord. Not Sir Gregory.
Parslow's accomplice, then?
No doubt, my lord. Pirbright sprang out and overpowered him.
Excellent. And where is the fellow now?
Temporarily incarcerated in the coal cellar here, my lord.
Then bring him to me at once.
I should mention, my lord, that he is considerably soiled. Pirbright was compelled to throw him face downwards in the soggy ground near the sty.
Never mind, I want to see him.
Very good, my lord. I will have him brought up.
He's probably some harmless wayfarer sheltering from the storm.
What storm? The night is absolutely still.
Oh, you'll have to do better than that, Connie.
Quiet, both of you. I am a justice of the peace. I'm in a position to deal summarily with the criminal classes in this area. I shall have to look it up in the book, of course, but I think I can give this villain 14 days in the police lockup without moving from the sofa.
The miscreant, my lord.
Good God, what a horrible-looking brute.
Beach, you were right. Considerably soiled he is.
But who is it?
Lord Emsworth, I wish to speak to you alone.
What? No, you dashed well can't speak to me alone. Think I'm going to allow myself to be left alone with a fellow like you? Beach?
My lord.
Take that poker, and if he so much as stirs, hit him a good hard bang with it.
Very good, my lord.
Connie, Julia, you'd better stand back.
Julia.
Oh, heaven's sake.
Ah, I thought we'd find them all here, Sue. Good heavens, what on earth is that? Sue, hide your eyes. You're too young to face this sort of apparition.
Oh, really, Gally?
It's a horrible chap that Pirbright caught sneaking into the Empress's sty, Parslow's accomplice. Remember, you warned me, Galahad. I'm just going to give him 14 days.
Threepwood, tell this old fool who I am.
My dear chap, I don't know who you are. You look like one of those sons of toil buried in tons of soil. Are you someone I've met?
Oh.
Good Stinker! Well, is it really you? Oh, you poor old stinker hidden away under all that real estate. Look, I can explain all this, Clarence.
Is this man safe, Galahad?
Stinker? Pike, I mean. Oh, Lord Tilbury. Yes, he's quite harmless.
Do you mean Lord Tilbury?
Yes. Apparently they've made old Stinker appear.
Then what's he doing trying to kill my pig?
He wasn't trying to kill your blasted pig, Clarence. You came after that manuscript of mine, eh, Stinker?
I did. I consider I have a legal right to it.
Well, abandon all hope, Stinker. There isn't any manuscript now. The pig's eaten it.
What?
Yes, so unless you care to publish the pig...
No.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
This is a madhouse. If you will excuse me, I will return to the Emsworth Arms.
My dear old chap, you can't possibly go to any pub looking like that. Beach, take Lord Tilbury to a bathroom and then send to the Emsworth Arms to collect his things. He'll be staying the night.
Well, that's kind of you, Threepwood. I would certainly like a bath and some clean clothes.
This way, my lord.
And now, Connie, Julia, you can both come out of your corners and join the party. I suppose you've been nagging poor old Clarence till he doesn't know where he is.
I've been giving Clarence my views.
They are my views, too, and I am the boy's mother.
Shall I go, Gally?
No. Clarence, take that infernal glassy look out of your eyes and listen to me. You realize that you hold the situation in your hands. This little girl's happiness depends on what you make up your woolly, wobbly mind to do. Clarence, wake up!
I am awake, my dear fellow. I am awake.
Well, then, does Ronnie get his money or not? Well, Clarence?
Allow me to tell you, Galahad.
I won't allow you to tell me a thing.
I insist on speaking.
I won't listen.
Then I shall be forced to
May
speak.
I say something? It's only this. I'm awfully sorry to upset everybody, but Ronnie and I are motoring to London tonight, and we're going to get married tomorrow.
I beg your pardon? Do you hear this, Clarence?
Of course I hear it. Do you think I'm deaf?
Well, I hope you'll show a little firmness for once in your life. Exert your authority. Forbid it.
How the devil can I forbid it? This is a free country, isn't it? People have a perfect right to motor up to London, haven't they?
You know quite well what I mean. If you don't give Ronnie his money, he can do nothing.
I think when Lord Emsworth hears everything, he will give Ronnie his money.
Eh?
That's what Ronnie thinks. He thinks that when Lord Emsworth knows that he's got the Empress...
Got her? What do you mean, got her?
He led her out of her sty just now by the ring in her nose, and he put her into the dicky of his car.
What?
And what Ronnie and I propose to do is to take the Empress joyriding.
Joyriding?
He says he's going to drive her all over England.
What an admirable idea. He ought to take her to Skegness. Skegness is so bracing.
I must tell him.
I can't believe it.
Ronnie thought you might not. So if you want to see for yourself, why don't you look out of the window? He's waiting down there on the drive.
Galahad, pass me that stick and help me to the window.
Now, come on. Here we are, my dear fellow. Here we are.
God bless my soul, it is Ronald. And he has got the Empress. Ronald, come back! Come back!
I'm afraid it's no good shouting at him.
Of course it isn't, Clarence.
But it's my pig!
What you want to do is to stop all this nonsense and give a formal promise before witnesses to cough up that money of Ronald's. And then write a cheque for $1,000 or $2 for honeymoon expenses.
Clarence? You are not to do this, Clarence.
I certainly am going to do it. I have my chequebook ready.
Does this miserable pig mean more to you than your nephew's whole future?
Of course it does.
Bravely spoken, Clarence.
Besides, what's wrong with his future? He's going to marry this nice little girl here. I've forgotten her name. She'll look after him.
Oh, Uncle Clarence. Oh, you don't mind me calling you Uncle Clarence now?
Call me what you like, my dear.
Come on, Connie. This is no place for us.
I quite agree. I've had enough of this.
No, don't go, Connie, nor you, Julia. We may need you as witnesses. In any case, surely you can't tear yourself away from such a scene of family happiness. Now, write clearly, Clarence, on one side of the paper only.
Oh.
And don't forget to sign your name.
But
No, you generally do.
Nonsense.
The date is August the 14th.
August the 14th?
Correct.
And that's where we must leave them. You may like to know that the Empress was an easy winner at the Shrewsbury show the following week, and Lord Emsworth's ankle quickly recovered. Ronnie and Sue, well, they are happily married, and Lady Julia is beginning to be fond of her daughter-in-law, while Galahad, content that his memoirs have been lost in a good cause, is first in line to be godfather when the time comes. And what of Beach, the butler? He sits at peace in his pantry, polishing the silver, drinking port, and listening to his bullfinch singing in its cage. Blandings Castle is itself again.
In that final episode of Heavy Weather by P.G. Wodehouse, Lord Emsworth was played by Richard Vernon and the Honourable Galahad Threepwood by Ian Carmichael. Lady Constance was Elizabeth Spriggs, Lady Julia Josephine Tewson, Lord Tilbury John Savardent, Monty Bodkin Royce Mills, Ronnie Fish Charles Collingwood, Sue Brown Moira Leslie, Beach John Rapley, Sir Gregory Parslow Reginald Marsh, Pilbeam Roger Sloman. And the narrator was Murray Watson. Heavy Weather was adapted for radio by Richard Osborne and produced by Martin Fisher.